Assalamualaikum, Dr. Azrami. Today I want to present my individual project, which is my debtors creditor manager system. So actually this the NetBean, the platform of my coding. This is the file of code that have been create in the NetBean to create the system, which is debtors and creditors manager system. So this is the file. So let we start. So the first one, we run from the register which is the sign up page. We try to run. So when we run, this is the sign up page. The sign up page have a full name, phone number, username, password and profile picture to fill in the sign up. Under the meaning to create the account to log in the system. So the first one is a full name and phone number, username, password and choose file from the folder, which is file profile picture of the account that want to select. So first we can Abdul Rauf and phone number is 019 and username Rauf and password Rauf. Choose file, and this is choose file. You want to select the file, the picture of this one, and open and register. So you are registered successfully. So we can log in with the account that we have to sign up tadi. Okay, so the first one, we want to check whether the account have really registered in the database or just on the system only. So we can check on the localhost on phpMyAdmin, debtors creditor. We check to users. So this is user. So the new account that have been created has been appear on the database users of the Rauf, username Rauf, user password Rauf, and the profile picture too have appeared in database. So we go back to the sign up and click login. So I want to log in on the admin and password that have been created before that, admin. So we can admin. We use the account admin. So login, and this is our dashboard. In dashboard we have the debtor, percentage of the debtors and creditor, and percentage of creditor. And the side navigation bar, we have the dashboard, profile, debtor, creditor, report and log up. So the first one we want to see is profile. So this is update profile. So we can edit the profile, edit the full name, password or anything on that column. So let's say I want to change profile picture. I want to change to picture number 2. Open and just submit. So the profile updated. Localhost says. So this is new profile picture. So let's say I want to change one. Just change and submit. So this is current profile picture. So we go back to dashboard. So let's say this is the profile picture and the name of username admin. So the first one is after the profile picture we can go to the debtor first. debtor, we have the 3 function in the debtor, which is insert new debtors, update payment of the debtors, edit or delete the debtors. So this is the debtor list. In this system, in this account, I have 2, Azman and Muhammad Adam. So sorry, I have 4 function on this, which is insert new debtors. We can click here and update the payment of the debtor and edit the details of the debtors and just delete. Okay, same like new creditors. Same like creditors. We have the same function with the debtors. We go back to debtors to see the function. Let's say I want to add new debtors. So I just click here, new debtors. So I fill the column of the new debtors. The name of new debtors is Aiman Nazli, right? The debtor numbers is first. Alright. So the debtor's address is Melaka, Malaysia. So enter the amount of the debtors is let's say 3,500, and the amount paid, I put in a 0, and the loan date, this is the loan date. Loan date I put it, the loan date of Aiman is 3rd November, and the due date is end of November. So I just submit it. So the new record insert successfully. So I go to the debtors. So the Aiman Nazli, which is the new debtors that I have insert have been appear on the what we say, view of debtor, right? View of debtor have insert successfully. So this is the details of Aiman Nazli. So this is the first function. Like creditor, also same. We can add new creditors. Debtors also same. We can add new debtors. So we go to the second function, which is edit. Let's say we want to edit Aiman Nazli, edit the address or something else. Just click edit. So we can see we can edit anything on the debtors detail. So let's say I want to add the long address of the Aiman Nazli. So I just submit it. So this is Aiman Nazli, the new address of Aiman Nazli, Kampung Jasir, after we edit it. So the next function is delete. What we want to delete, we want to justify either the delete, when we delete the debtors, we delete on the system or we delete both on this system and database. So we can go to localhost first. We go to debtors table. So we can go, this is right, 3 debtors that we have. So we want to delete Muhammad Adam, right? So we delete it. So we can check to the localhost again, refresh, and see like Muhammad Adam has been gone to the database when we click delete. So this is the function. The next one, the last one of the what we call debtors and creditors function is the update payment. When we want to update payment, let's say we want to update payment. iMonthly have been paid to the system. We can click update system, so we can just add 200 of amount paid, and the date is today. So submit, and payment updated. So we can see the amount paid has been in there, 200 200. So this is the debtors. So we can go to the dashboard again, click home, and this is the percentage of the debtors. We say 3,800 is total outstanding amount of the two debtors person, which is Azmeh and Aiman Azli. And the pie chart show the amount of Azmeh, the amount of Aiman Azli, and the percentage of the amount. So why the Azmeh and Aiman Azli has been 3,300 and Azmeh is 500? Because the debtors, the pie chart capture the new amount of the debtors after the amount has been paid from there. So we go to debtors, so we can see the original amount of Azmeh and original of Aiman Azli is 3,500. After minus 5 amount paid of them. Let's say Azmeh 1,000 minus 500, the new amount is 500. Same one with Aiman Azli, the new amount is 3,300. And also the outstanding amount capture the new amount of the debtor. Same like with the creditors. And you can see Nurul Dayah and Nurul Hasma have been paid 200. And we can see the dashboard. So let's see, the original amount of Nurul Hasma is 2,000, and when we minus 200, the pie chart capture 1,800. So this is ni. So the outstanding creditor, which is all the debtors, Nurul Hidayah and Nurul Haswa, and the outstanding debtor have been two actually, Azmeh and Aiman Azli, and debtor due in 1 week is 0, and debtor due is 1. So we go to the report. This is debtor report. We can choose here, either we want to debtor report or creditor report. So there is a creditor report. We go to the first debtor report. So this is a debtor report. Debtor report is capture the report of the outstanding debtors, all of the debtors. So this is a new amount of the debtors. We can see clearly from the report. Compared to pie chart, this is the loan date, due date, and amount paid. This new amount after we minus amount paid. So debtor overdue means Azmeh has been paid over the due date, which is over the 9th November to 2020. The balance of amount is 500 that have been not paid yet. Azmeh have been not paid. So go through to the creditor report. This is the creditor report. So let's see, the creditor due in 1 week means the creditor balance 1 week to pay to balance 1 week to pay. So this is all the report we have. First one is outstanding creditors due in a week, register overdue, same like debtor. Outstanding debtor due in a week, that's the overdue. So we go through the dashboard. I think that's all from me. So we can click log out. So log out is the function, when we log out, we just click log out and we can go to the log in again. When we want to log in, we just log in. I think that's all from me. Thank you.